My name is Alice Caravani. I'm a research officer here at the Overseas Development Institute within the Climate and Environment Program, and I'm specialized in international climate finance. Developing a guide on climate finance is crucial in the current discussions and for the increasing attention that has been given internationally to both climate change and development. Climate finance is still relatively new, and as a definition of what counts as climate finance is still lacking, it's really important to understand what is known and how rapidly its financial architecture is evolving. The reasons why climate finance is so important in addressing climate change can be found in the needs that climate change itself poses. The target audience of this guide includes climate change professionals, both researchers and practitioners, who may have some background knowledge but are not experts in climate finance, and development practitioners who have an increased interest in climate finance. The readers of this guide will be able to better engage with the climate change negotiations, and they will be empowered by increasing their knowledge on climate finance in their work activities. So they will bring together climate change and development rather than leave these as two separate issues. In order to adapt to and to mitigate the impacts of climate change, vulnerable communities need assistance and cooperation in assessing the risks associated with extreme events and in adjusting current agriculture practices and land uses to the climate changing conditions. These needs are likely to increase and to become unachievable without reducing greenhouse gas emissions. And this can be done by favoring the use of renewable energy sources, promoting energy efficiency and reducing fossil fuel subsidies. All of these initiatives wouldn't be implemented without strong financial support. However, financial support is not only cash, but it's a complex effort where a variety of actors work together to strengthen local and national institutions and to integrate climate policies into national priorities. Finance has reached 147 countries, and the majority of it, about 54%, is directed for mitigation activities, mainly for middle-income countries, but there is a growing share of adaptation finance, now at around 24%, that is directed mainly to low-income countries. The remaining amount of funding is directed for REDD activities, that are the ones that reduce emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, and multiple foci ones. REDD activities are mainly targeted to the Democratic Republic of Congo, Brazil and Indonesia. These are all countries where large areas of forest still remain, but deforestation rates are very high. The uniqueness and value added of the LD's Key Issue Guide is its comprehensive coverage that brings together credible and relevant resources from diverse perspectives. These research documents also highlight the latest available funding for addressing climate change in developing countries, and it provides links to the major climate finance online resources, including multimedia resources such as informative infographics and video. Total climate finance is much broader than the dedicated climate change funds. There is increasing evidence that the domestic finance for climate change constitutes a significant share of domestic budgets of developing countries, and this of course has huge implications for the way climate funds operate. The effectiveness of climate finance is very hard to measure. However, the ODI recent report that reviews whether climate funds are making a difference shows that these funds are spending money in places that need it, and they are helping to achieve reducing emission reductions and also to increase resilience to climate change.